Hello guys, Mr. Irish and welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the survivors within the game, how you're going to obtain these survivors, and basically what you're going to do with them when you have them, what their jobs are, where their specialities lie, and how to identify that there. So let's crack on guys. How to obtain them. First of all, we have the radio. How the radio works is you'll get tokens for the radio. These tokens are either going to allow you to do a long range transmission or a short range transmission. With the long range transmissions, you have a chance to obtain either an epic or legendary survivor, large experience books, epic or legendary skill medals, and each day you'll get one of these free. And with the short range, you have a chance to get uncommon, rare, or epic survivors, small experience books, uncommon, rare, or epic skill medals, and depending on the level of your broadcast station, you can have up to 8 of the short range transmissions free every day. So let's just jump over into the game, just so you guys can see some of these tokens being used. So if we just, usually, I'll start off with the tip. Usually what I do is I let these build up. I get to a certain amount of these, and whenever the survival challenge is on points scored by radio transmissions, I will just like this one, I will use them all at that time. That way I maximize my returns for opening up these transmissions. But right, so let's just go to the broadcast station. I have got 10 long range and I've got 20 short range. I like to open 10 at a time. But as you can see, pretty much what I got there was a lot of experience books. If we just look at this here, in the short range, again, survivors, some medals, some experience books, some single fragments, and then again do the last 10, again medals, fragments, and books. So that's what it looks like within the game as you unlock them. Other ways to get survivors is some of the in-game events that you'll come across whenever you're playing the game. One being the strongest survivor, and another one being the Wheel of Hope. And then further to that, if you want to spend a little bit of money in the game, there's certain packs where you can unlock other survivors. My favourite pack actually in the game is the Survival Pass, not just for the survivors, but just for the amount of resource, the abundance of resource that you get from that pack alone is amazing value for money. Let's just take a look now at what the survivors are actually used for. Just like the buildings, you have two types of survivors. One type is development and the other type is combat, used for two totally different things. For example, development will be used for gathering and combat will be used for leading your formations in battle. Some survivors also come with what is known as an active skill. Basically what this active skill is, it gives you a boost to certain things within the game every 11.5 hours. So let's just have a look at that. If we just click down into the section where it says use the skill, for example, this one here gives you 150k veg every 11.5 hours of the cooldown. This increases every time you level up the first skill on these commanders. As you can see, we've got wood, we've got meat, we've got veg, we've got bullets. Then we've got these guys. These are more of a combat thing where they give you, 5 sharpshooters every 11.5 hours. It's not a lot, but every little helps. As I say, every time you upgrade the first skill of these commanders up to a maximum level of 5, the amount of resources or troops you get will increase, so just bear that in mind. And then we come to the global effect. So basically, the global effect is a special skill that you get as soon as you unlock the survivor. Each of these skills are different, but they can provide really good buffs when it comes to combat, or they can give you other buffs towards building, resource collection, all these kind of things. We'll just jump over into the game now and I'll show you some of these here as well. Abraham, for example. Abraham is a combat. So if you just look there, it says basically what I've already said. It's owned as soon as you get the survivor. If we just look at the star level here, for the next one we get a plus 1.75 for him to up to 5. Same again, owned as soon as you get the survivor. If we just look again here, the next level gets us plus 8% construction speed. I mean, these all have really, big effects when it comes to big constructions and these kind of things. Then again, if we just take another one, for example, more of a combat style one again, but this is a cavalry training speed. So with each level, star level, this actually increases cavalry training speed. And if we just look in the top corner where it says stable, this shows you where he is at the minute. Obviously, because he's a specialist in cavalry training speed and stuff like that, there's extra little boosts as well you get for putting him in here. So there is 10% capacity and training. This is just showing the special active skill you get. These show you all the attributes, all these effects you get from this commander. But as you've just seen, every commander's got a global effect, and every commander also will have a certain skill that will get a boost from them doing the correct job within the game. So let me just take you across and show you a few examples of these skills as well. Let's take Kirsten, for example, researcher. If we click on skill, the conditions is in effect when survivor is assigned to a job. Trigger chance 100%. Skill effect when assigned to the library. Researcher speed minus 2.5. Remember, when assigned to the library, same thing. When assigned to the library, research cost reduction. So very important, guys, that we read through these here. Tick Benjamin is another example. As I showed in the last clip, he's all to do with cavalry training, cavalry speed. So all of his skills are based around him being assigned to that there certain job. So guys, it's really important that you read these here descriptions to make sure you assign them to the correct buildings, respective to their strength and their skills. You always make sure that you assign as many survivors as possible to make sure you're getting all the benefits and all the boosts from all the survivors. As well as that the survivors are going to gain experience points while they're doing these here jobs. So it's important to get the right survivor and the right job, to make the most out of them and get the most out of their effects. So guys, that's the end of the video for today. To all you guys watching and subscribing, liking my videos, I really appreciate it, guys. It's what motivates me, it's what keeps me going, guys. So as I say, if you're liking what you're seeing, drop a like, hit the subscription button, and I'll keep doing these here videos, guys. Thanks very much for watching.